Oh my gosh. Nobody else but live. What's your opinion on the snake diet? It's the only thing that has cured my acne and high blood pressure. Um, okay, so I am very glad that it did that, obviously. I don't know too much about the snake diet. So I'm not super familiar with it, but I do know that it's a pretty intense um, I know that it's a pretty there's like quite a bit of, you know what, let's see. Let's do some research together. Let me just not talk out of my butt and let me actually let me look it up on Google, right? Why not? Snake diet. Let's look it up here. Wow. Okay. Um so here, let me share my screen with you guys. I don't I don't want to eat snakes. I don't think that's what you do on the snake diet. Imagine you just eat snakes. That's it. That's what you do. Thanks, Javier. Coaching. I don't do any coaching, but I know that there's some people that are much smarter than me that do. Okay. So okay. So I need to share this thing. So I go here. There you go. And then I'll put that there. Okay. Sorry. I know this looks horrible. I'm working on getting another screen, or I might use my iPad as another screen so I don't have to do this whole balancing act, because I know it's not great. Okay. So let's read about the snake diet together, you guys. How about that? All right. Do you have to eat? No, you don't have to eat. So we're gonna read about it right now. Okay. So, what is the snake diet? It isn't safe. This is Healthline. I don't really know much about this website, so they could be biased. I don't know. Healthline diet score 0.79 out of 5. And then it says, so let's read it. People seeking quick fixes to achieve weight loss might be tempted by the snake diet. It promotes prolonged fasts interrupted by a solitary meal. Like most fad diets, it promises quick and drastic results. This article tells you everything you need to know about the snake diet, including its safety and whether it works for weight loss. So I'm assuming the reason it's named snake diet is because you maybe eat similar to a snake. So it's like you have one big meal, kind of like what snakes do, I'm assuming. Okay, so it says, well, we'll go over the score at the end. What is the snake diet? The snake diet promotes itself not as a restrictive diet, but rather a lifestyle centered around prolonged fasting. Founding on the belief that humans historically endured periods of famine, which I guess is true, it argues that the human body can sustain itself on just one meal a few times a week. So, I mean, obviously you're going to be in quite a deficit if you're only eating one meal every few days. Okay. It was invented by Cole Robinson, who calls himself... they're being pretty petty in this article. Who calls himself a fasting coach, but has no qualifications or backgrounds in medicine, biology, or nutrition. Jeez. The diet involves an initial fast of 48 hours, or as long as possible, supplemented with snake juice, an electrolyte beverage. After this period, there's a feeding window of 1 to 2 hours before the next fast begins. I've heard about this diet, and all I remember were people were talking about the fact that the creator of the diet was talking about drinking your own pee. I don't know if that's true, but I remember hearing that. So if you guys, any of you guys have done that or heard about that, let me know in chat. Okay. Robinson claims that once you reach your goal, you can keep cycling in and out of fast, surviving on one meal every 24 to 48 hours. Keep in mind that many of these claims have not been tested and are significantly significant. What even was that word that I just said? Reading when people are watching me has always been a fear of mine, so now I'm doing it with hundreds of people watching me. It's great. Scientifically suspect. The snake diet was invented by a fasting... Okay, we already read that part. How to follow the snake diet. Again, I'm not saying that he is literally selling snake oil and calling it snake juice. Pretty much. Okay, so even though the snake diet may superficially resemble intermittent fasting, it's much more extreme. Even reframing a standard meal pattern, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, as supplementary food. Robinson set several rules for the diet on his website, but continually revises them via his YouTube channel. What results is a scattered set of guidelines. Jeez, these people are being absolute savages. Like, really super savage. The diet relies heavily on snake juice, which can either be purchased on Robinson's website or made at home. The ingredients are 8 cups of water, half tablespoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of salt-free potassium chloride, and half a teaspoon of food-grade Epsom salts. Okay. They're not being petty. Cole doesn't... I mean, I agree. He doesn't have any... I've heard about this diet, and I've never been a fan of it. But I've never actually read into it, so this is kind of fun. I just think it's funny that this article is being so petty. I think it's kind of funny. Okay, dosage... Starts reading the article. Hold up, let me boil my kettle. Okay, dosage guidelines don't exist for the homemade version, but you're limited to 3 packets of powdered electrolyte mix per day for the commercial product. Robinson also makes sweeping calorie recommendations, claiming that a newcomer to the diet needs no more than 3,500 calories per week. That is insane. That's really low. Let's see. I'm really bad with math, so I'm not even going to try. Hey Siri, what's 3,500 divided by 7? So basically, 500 calories a day is basically what he is promoting. That's ridiculous. For context, the U.S. Department of Agriculture, USDA, recommends 1,600 to 2,400. Well, I mean, yeah, okay. So basically it's saying most people should probably be eating a lot more, which, yeah, I agree. So the thing about this diet that I'm already seeing is that obviously it's going to have you lose weight. Like, that's... If you're eating 500 calories a day, you're going to be losing weight, right? Duh. Okay. That's significantly more than Sean Johnson, shout out. That's significantly more than Robinson suggests, meaning that people on the snake diet run the risk of severe calorie deprivation. Yes. Once you reach your goal weight, Robinson recommends 8,500 calories per week, distributed across 5 meals for active women, and 20,000 calories per week. What? That is crazy. So he is saying that why is the women's calories so much lower? Like, yeah, usually women are going to be lower compared to men, but like not even half as many calories for women? That's insane. So once you reach your goal weight, Robinson recommends 8,500 calories per week distributed across 5 meals for active women and 20,000 calories per week across 3 total eating days for active men. That is insane. Okay, I don't know how long this article is, so we might be here for a while. Throughout the diet, you're encouraged to measure ketones with a urine strip. That's a keto thing. Ketosis is a metabolic state that results from starvation, prolonged fasting, or low-carb, high-fat diet. During ketosis, your body burns fat for energy instead of glucose. Phase 1. All right, let's see. So there's 3 phases, I guess. So phase 1. Phase 1 is the initial fast for newcomers to the diet. In this phase, you're meant to reach and maintain ketosis. The initial fast should last at least 48 hours and is supplemented with unspecified amounts of an apple cider drink as well as snake juice. Then you're allowed to eat 1 to 2 hours. You're allowed to eat for 1 to 2 hours though variety is deemed unimportant. There are no guidelines for what to eat or to avoid before jumping into a longer 72-hour fast followed by a second feeding window. The goal here is to detoxify your liver. Whew. Man, this is fun. Yet Robinson doesn't say which toxins are targeted. What's more, your liver and kidneys naturally rid your body of harmful compounds, which are expelled in urine, sweat, and feces. Furthermore, there is scant evidence that detox diets purge any contaminants from your body. During the second phase, you cycle through long fasts of 48 to 96 hours, broken up by single meals. You're encouraged to fast until you can no longer tolerate it, which may pose several health risks. Well, yes, of course. That diet is called anorexia. You're meant to stay in this phase until you reach your desired weight. Jeez, man. Phase 3 is a maintenance phase involving 24 to 48 hour fast cycles interspersed, is that word? By single meals. You're told to listen to your body's natural hunger cues during this phase. As the diet focuses primarily on ignoring hunger cues, this shift in attention may be difficult to achieve and seems contradictory to the diet's message. Further, leptin and ghrelin, two hormones responsible for hunger and fullness, may be alternated by prolonged fasting. Summary. The snake diet is comprised of 3 phases meant to drastically lower your weight and accumulate your body to acclimate your body to a continuous cycle of long-term and potentially dangerous fasts. I think that's the whole thing. Oh, okay, here we go. There's more. Jeez. All right, well, let's go for it. Why not? Okay. That's all kinds of nope. Yeah, this is no joke. Okay, can it help you lose weight? Fasting and restricting calories lead to weight loss because your body is forced to rely on its energy stores. Usually, your body burns both fat and lean muscle to keep your major organs nourished so that you survive. Because the snake diet does not replenish these losses with foods, it results in rapid, dangerous weight loss. On a fast, you generally lose 2 pounds per day for the first week and then 0.7 pounds per day by the third week. So basically, I mean, yeah, usually any fast that's going to be like that, you're going to lose weight really fast at the start, but then obviously it's going to taper off. Furthermore, for reference, a safe weight loss range is about 1 to 2 pounds per week, according to the CDC. Furthermore, the research shows that following a healthy, well-rounded diet and getting plenty of physical activity are the most important determiners of health. Yes, of course. And then, because it relies primarily on prolonged starvation, the snake diet does little to promote healthy eating or to curb unhealthy behaviors that may have led to unwanted weight gain. Plus, your body needs regular food intake to meet its nutrient and energy needs. Essential nutrients such as vitamins, proteins, and fats must come from food, as your body cannot produce them. As such, long-term fasting may endanger your health and increase your risk for a range of diseases. Though the snake diet promotes weight loss, many other weight loss methods don't involve starving yourself. Wow. So this is no joke. I can't imagine like actually doing this. But that's the thing, man, like so many people try so many diets, and so like the things that are super insane end up like for them working, right? Because you have to be so strict on them that you can't like mess around. And a lot of people, I understand, like when you feel like you have too much like too much freedom, a lot of people struggle with that. And so that's why a lot of people, they really like having these really strict guidelines, and they do usually work in weight loss, right? Like if you hear about like Nutrisystem or all these like shake diets and stuff, it's like because they tell you only drink this shake, only eat this, only do this. It's really easy to be like, okay, that's what I'll do, and then you'll lose the weight. But the thing is, and I'm assuming they probably talk about it, the thing is that once you hop off of that diet, now you're like, well, now what do I do, right? And that's what a lot of people struggle with. And I'm assuming a lot of people, thanks, Jamie, I'm assuming a lot of people probably struggle with that when they get off this diet. Okay, let's move on. Does the snake diet have any benefits? I make my own workouts. I just have fun with it. Okay, I promise we'll be done with this soon. I just want to I'm actually really curious about this. Does the snake diet have any benefits? Robinson asserts that the snake diet cures type 2 diabetes, herpes, and inflammation. Herpes? That's random. However, these claims are baseless. Well, general weight loss is associated with the reduced risk of type 2 diabetes, which is true. Thanks, Thea. I'll answer that in a second. Okay, so reduced risk of type 2 diabetes with people with obesity or excess weight. It's an overstatement to claim the snake diet cures diabetes. I agree. Moreover, research on prolonged fasting is mixed regarding inflammation and diabetes. That said, fasts of longer than 4 days are not frequently studied. That's interesting. Yeah, that would make sense because it's hard to get people to fast for 4 days. Through one recent study in 1,422 adults did note improved mood, better blood sugar regulation, and reduced blood pressure in prolonged fast lasting 4 to 21 days. Participants were allowed to eat 250 calories daily and were under constant medical supervision. While the snake diet mimics some elements of intermittent fasting, it's much stricter with significantly shorter eating periods and longer fasts, making it unlikely that you can meet your body's nutritional needs. Thus, it's unclear whether the snake diet offers any benefits. Summary: the snake diet is an extreme starvation-based diet that offers few, if any, benefits. I love that it said that it cures herpes. That's so random. Downsides of the snake diet. The snake diet is associated with numerous downsides. Promotes an unhealthy relationship with food. Robinson employs problematic and stigmatizing language, promoting an unhealthy relationship with food and body image. His videos endorse fasting until you feel like death. How does someone that is in the fitness industry, this stuff like blows my mind that they're like, he is literally saying to people that are trying to lose a lot of weight, he's saying, what is it? Fast until you feel like death? Like, that is ridiculous. Jeez, man. Sometimes, man, I swear, it's like, gosh, man. Someone needs a, like, clown emoji or something. Which could be extremely, sorry, I get upset about that stuff. Which could be extremely dangerous, especially for people with disordered eating. Exactly. Or conditions that affect blood sugar, such as insulin resistance or diabetes. Yeah, man, like, I'm just thinking about someone that went on this diet, especially if they might be close to being like type. Maybe they don't know that they're type 1 diabetic, or they are, and like, oh my gosh, man, like, oof, it just could be so dangerous, man. Like, okay, very restrictive. Your body needs many kinds of nutrients to survive, even if you're sedentary. The snake diet devalues dietary variety and provides few food guidelines. Even through variety, helps ensure that you're getting the nutrients you need. In his YouTube video, Robinson promotes occasional dry fasts, which completely restrict food and liquids, including water. It's unclear at what point or for how long this method should be used. Since the snake diet requires eating very little and irregularly, any limits on water intake raise your risk of dehydration and are extremely dangerous. Yeah, 100%. Unsustainable. Like many restrictive diets, the snake diet is unsustainable. Instead of encouraging healthy lifestyle changes, it demands prolonged food restriction that isn't backed by scientific research. Ultimately, your body cannot survive on a diet built around starvation, and it may be dangerous. The snake diet is not backed by evidence and is incredibly unsafe. While Robinson claims the snake juice meets all of your micronutrient needs, each 5-gram packet provides only 27% and 29% of the daily values for sodium and potassium respectively. Notably, your body needs around 30 different vitamins and minerals from food. Long-term fasting can lead to electrolyte imbalances and nutritional deficiencies. Summary: the snake diet poses extreme health risks as it fails to meet your nutritional needs, may promote disordered eating, and is predicated on starvation. The bottom line, all right, here we go. The snake diet promotes rapid weight loss but comes with severe side effects. Following this starvation-based diet leads to many risks such as extreme nutrient deficiencies, dehydration, and disordered eating. As such, you should avoid it. If you want to lose weight, you should pursue sustainable lifestyle changes such as getting more exercise and focusing on whole foods. Okay, so, sorry, I know that took a while. Let's talk. Bam. Okay. Wow, I'm like way out of focus. Come on, focus on me. There we go. Let me, 1 second. I need to do something. Okay, sorry. I think I made it so he can't comment anymore. There we go. There we go. Okay, sorry. I fixed it. Alrighty. So, wow, that is no joke. Alright, is it all gone now? That guy was freaking annoying. Why do people do that? It's so stupid. Alright. So, wow. I didn't realize how... Sorry, it's not focusing on me. It's focusing on the background. Come on. Hello. I have to do this so it focuses on my face. There we go. It's crazy that diet... I've had so many people... The thing is that I'm sure a lot of you guys that are probably watching this are like, oh, that's so ridiculous. Like, no one would ever do that. Like, that's such a dumb diet. I can't imagine anyone doing it. But the fact of the matter is that there 100% are people that do that diet. Because I get people asking me about the snake diet all the time. Like, I've heard about it many times before. And so it's not just some like out there diet that no one follows. Yes, I would say for the majority of people, they'd probably see that and be like, no, I'm not going to do that diet. But there are people that do it, you know? And so I think that there's been like people that I've seen comments on like videos that I've made and things like, oh, no one believes that. No one would do that. Like, you always talk about these things, but no one actually does that. But it's like the people that are making those comments are people that have maybe always been, or like have always kind of been into fitness, or maybe they have like lost weight and so they're kind of into it in some way. And so they see that and they're like, no one would ever do that. That's so stupid. But it's like, no, there are people that do that fall into that trap, you know? And like, I feel bad because I know that the person that left the comment was asking me about it. Like, I'm not trying to make you feel bad or anything like that. Like, I understand. 1 second, I have to sneeze. No, I'm good. Nope. Woo! Okay. Jeez. So, like, I'm not trying to make the person that asked about it feel bad about or anything like that. But it's just, it seems very dangerous from what I just read. I can't imagine doing it. Like, it's obviously it's very much so focused on fasting, and like super long fasting, which will help you lose weight, obviously, right? If you're not eating anything. But